Hello everyone, Ginger here from Webwench DIY Nails. If you enjoy learning about how to get a salon quality dip powder manicure from the comfort of your own home, sit back, relax, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's free and there's so much fun and nail art adventure on the way. I wouldn't want you to miss out. Today we're going to go over some of the stamping I did to get the final design on that Northern Lights manicure that I did. I'll leave a link to it in the cards and the description box below in case you want to check that out. It had 3 phases. First was the dip powder application, and then me fixing a bulky application, and then this step here, the stamping. Now these are stamping plates that came in the Maniology Box of Shadows limited edition Halloween Advent box, and this plate here had more mystical things on it. So in order not to jump into Halloween way too soon, because this was a couple of weeks ago, I just wanted to do something mystical. I wanted to play with the stamping plates and see what I could do with them. And at this point I have prepped my nails, and I have a gel base down which leaves a sticky coat, which helps the stamps stay on the nail. At this point I did not have the base that Maniology recommends using, the sticky base. I'm getting it, baby steps. But you'll see as I go through the process, I pick out, it's so hard to pick out one design when all of them are so good. So I tried to pick like a theme and I tried to stick to it. So at this point I go in and I'm applying these latex-free cuticle protectors, and these are awesome. I had never seen someone put these on before, so when I tried it, I didn't realize how thin they were and how pliable they are. So, you line them up and then you can kind of pull them to be where you need them to be. They're not so stiff that you're like stuck with wherever they're formed to be. So I really like these because they're fully customizable. You can pull them and stretch them to get them exactly where you need them. I did learn an important lesson about them though. You have to make sure that they're down around your cuticle. You'll see later on my index finger, I let these sit on the nail a little bit, and it left, after I did the clear coat, I think it was the top coat, I had a line that I had to correct. But overall I really like these. The adhesive doesn't bother my skin. Okay. Oh, I guess I should mention this. I am now an ambassador for Maniology, which just means basically that I have a coupon code for you now. So if you do want to get any of the items from Maniology, you can use Webwench10 and get 10% off as your coupon code. That's very handy for some of these kits. There's a lot in them, so they're kind of pricey. So even 10% off could be $10 in some cases. So yay us! I'm happy that I was able to do that. This is the scraper card that came with the Box of Shadows monocle stamper. It is a mini card, and I found out as I watch Maniology's YouTube videos and lives, they have a new product on the site that are like at least twice the size in 3 or 4 different Halloween designs that are sold separately. But you do get this one for in the kit, and honestly it's big enough because any one design is not wider than this, so it does the job. I need to get a paper towel, napkin, whatever's closer, right? Alright, so now I have my scraper. There we go. I want to, on my thumb, what do I want to do on my thumb? I sped up this part of the video because I know that it takes me forever to make a decision. There's way too many choices. One of the first lessons I learned when I started stamping was an easy way to correct your mistakes. You'll see here as I put this first stamp. I had an idea for this. I wanted it centered. Well, as you can see, it didn't exactly hit the center of the nail, so I took an alcohol lint-free wipe and I just simply removed it. I wiped it off and then I did it again. And this is something that's going to come in very handy. This is also why you want to make sure that you put some kind of base coat or top coat on your nail, because if you don't, it's not going to come off as easy. So after a few attempts at this, I finally settled on a very light version of that stamp. I tried to do some stars in the corner with clear gel base. I wanted to see if that would be enough to hold the reflective glitter, and it is, but it didn't retain the design because this is mostly background with tiny little stars, so you would really need a solid color for that to show up right. So I just removed it magically with a lint-free wipe with a little alcohol on it, and I decided for this one to call it a day. Okay, so we're fully cured now, and I don't know if you can see, it is a very subtle stamp. There are reflective glitters in it, but I don't know if those will be seen. It's subtle, but it's also top coated, and I'm going to leave it alone. So just to show you how these come off. To answer my question from the unboxing video, these are not reusable. Look at, I mean, I had no idea how thin they were. That's alright though. I do have an adhesive allergy, latex and otherwise, and it did not irritate my skin. I could feel that, like, it feels like there was something on there, but it's not irritated. So I think as long as I keep the exposure down, I should be fine. And let's see. I'm just gonna, because again, my allergy, I talked about this in the other video, my allergy is not to latex only. It's not only to latex, it's to latex and adhesives. So while the those might be latex free, which is great, that part of my allergy won't bother me. The adhesive part might. And it didn't. It was just a possibility. I had to test to find out for sure. Test was successful. It did not irritate me. As you can see, my skin is like, I wrinkle up. My skin wrinkles up a lot sooner than other people's probably do. If I had left that on there for a lot longer, it probably would have bothered me, but I think I'm gonna be fine. Alright, so that's a very, very subtle design on that finger. I can kind of see it. I'm thinking that I might be able to see it when it glows in the dark. Not sure. Okay, so. At this point, I'm looking to start on the next finger, so I'm going to let you have a little bit of a musical interlude while I go through the stamping process. It's important to remember that you roll the stamper quickly over the stamp once you pull away the extra polish, and then you kind of roll it onto your finger in one movement. I have not perfected this yet. It takes practice. You're watching me learn. Enjoy the music. I'll be right back. this reflective glitter, how much of it actually stuck. So that was a minute. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna give it a shot. Well, it just stuck wherever it wanted to. I guess I need to read the book, the instructions that they gave us in the Book of Shadows book. Box of Shadows book. Okay, that's not exactly what I wanted, but I'm gonna just put glossy gel topper on, because it's got my reflective glitters in there and I can see those and I do love those, so I'm hoping, oh, I should have put that on middle first. I'm just hoping, yeah, see, that's what I was hoping would happen. As I put the top coat over it, the reflective glitters kind of fade into the background and we can see my stamp again. Done with the reflective glitter thing because that's just not working for me. Well, it is. I got it to work, but it's taking away because I'm not good at it yet and I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I'm going to do some more research before I try that again because I keep scuffing up the stamping design, so I don't really have a clear stamp design yet, and I want some at least. And this is this is not the quality of the products doing this. This is a user learning as they go, making mistakes and learning from them. That's the way some of us learn. I'm some of us. And the latex cuticle protectors don't seem affected by the UV light, so that's good. All right, there's my top coat all dry, and you can see the reflective, yeah, see, okay. That faded into the background, and now when a flash comes on, we'll see it better, but now I can see the stamp. Okay, so I see how this works now. I take these off as soon as I can, just because I know it's affecting my skin. The adhesive, well, they are not latex. What happened here? Oh, my top coat ended there because I had that on. I may have to do another layer of top coat just because that's going to bother me. But yeah, that looks good. All the glitter on my hands. Alright, so I want to do something on this now. So I think I want to try this again with actual stamping gel. Prove that it can do what I want it to do to myself. Wow, I've got stray ginger hair on everything, stray floofles. This is not coming off. What the hell? Okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna try this quick. And then Oh, see, that's much better. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. I love it. Yes. Okay. So we've got that. Do I want anything else near there? Yes. Damn it. I want this idea I had to work. This to form the French V on my nail. Just like a... Well, it didn't work. It did work, it just, my placement sucks. And that's user error again. So again, a little alcohol on a lint-free wipe, and we just make it like that never happened. Okay. Off of here. I think I'm going to call this one a win and top it. I think I'm going to take this off before I top, so that doesn't happen again. See, that's what I mean. Learning as we go and applying the knowledge right away. That's intelligence, folks. Okay. So again, I'm going to float this gel top over the stamp so I don't drag it over the nail. Just enough to protect it, but not drag it. One thing I wanted to mention, I don't know if I forgot this step when I was doing this particular stamping session, or if I just didn't show it on cam. I might have stopped the cam for some reason. This particular stamping polish or paint that I'm using is a gel-based stamping paint. So in order to avoid dragging the stamp paint when you clear coat or top coat over it, you simply, after the stamp is done and you've cleaned the rest of the area like I'm doing here, when that's done, cure it. Flash cure for 10-15 seconds is enough to keep that gel paint where it is, the stamp where it is. So if you want to do another layer of stamping, so on and so forth, as long as you do that flash cure in between your layers, you don't risk pulling it. If you don't have a gel lamp and you do dip powder manicures, you don't need a gel lamp, then you would simply use regular polishes and paints like they sell on Maniology, and then you would use a top coat, their smear proof top coat, to alleviate that issue. Personally, I use gels, so I flash cure in between, and I have no problems with dragging my stamps. There we go. And we've got crystals with moons, a moon V, and see how that fits right where the color change goes? I love that. We've got the moons with the danglies, we've got reflective glitter with a little cloud, very subtle, stars up here, and then we've got an even more subtle dangly I'm gonna have to see if that picks up in pictures with the if it does pick up the reflective glitter that was on this one. If that picks up with flashes, that's gonna be almost magical because it's like a surprise because it's so subtle here you can't really see it, but if it picks up in the flash, that'll be interesting. All right, so we've got some different looks. We've got the subtle blend. We've got the bright white, which I need to put my gel top on now before I forget. Alright, so now my clear is on my nails. I've got a better shape because I did my filing, a better contour, and a little bit of design. Some reflective glitter, some surprises, a better shape. I'm very happy. Now I get to go play video games with my man who has been waiting patiently. And I'm probably just gonna give this one more cure to make sure that everything's sealed and done. But look at the thermal, look at the designs. I am so happy. I think that was a successful trip down stamping lane using the Maniology Box of Shadows stampers. And don't forget that if you want anything off Maniology's site, I highly recommend their products are high quality, and you see how nicely they work. I'm sure they work even better than this if you're experienced or know what you're doing. But they are, as you can see, beginner friendly also. That's important. Use WebWench10 to get a 10% discount. I'll leave all that information below in the description box. And I will see you all when I do something with these nails.